Well, you ready to do a little turkey hunting this week? I tell you, it's the season. We're going to join me on my second Iowa wild turkey hunt. And then if you love fishing, this is the fishing show you want to watch. I tell you, Jeff goes up north and he just gets some monster fish every year. We'll have that for you, plus a Sportsman's Warehouse gear spotlight and a Cookies Barbecue Sauce Outdoors Traditions Kitchen. Are you ready? Let's head on over to the show. Game Hide, where hunting wear is all we do, including a Limited and Hex Clothing, presents Outdoors Traditions TV. Well, let's get over to the turkey blind. This is going to try I don't know how many, honestly, everybody watch hunting shows and you think you get everything done in 10 minutes. Actually, this hunt took me probably at least 10 or 12 sets. So this is a lot of time in the blind, but you know what? I can't think of a better place to spend time in than the turkey woods. So let's head over to the blind and see how I do. Hey everybody, well, I'm back in the blind. It's fourth season in Iowa, and I gotta tell you, it's crazy. It's getting light way earlier now, and it's just a little bit after 5:15 and it's already light. It's 64 degrees and we almost had a full moon, so I'm hoping these birds are going to be pretty active this morning. I'm just going to try and call every 15-20 minutes. It's fourth season. I'm on my second tag. I had a really good hunt a few weeks ago. I called 3 jakes in and they came in so beautifully and was messing around the decoys. I just couldn't take it anymore, and I had to let that Elite Option 6 do its job. And I love that Magna Stinger, man. It just puts them game right down. Well, I'm going to try and call every 15-20 minutes, and hopefully we can have some pretty fun turkey action for you this morning. Keep your fingers crossed, and let's see how I do. It's a little windy today, and it doesn't sound like they're very far. I just had a pheasant cackle. I heard, but they're not that far away. I'm just going to try and call every 15 minutes and see if I can get them to come up here. I love it out here. It's a great place to turkey hunt. It's always fun to be back in the blind. There's a bird. Himself, he snuck in. Oh, he just attacked my jake.
just sitting there kind of vegging out, looking over the field, and he came up through that lip, and next thing I know, he's right in my decoys, and man, I had to grab my bow and get ready and draw and go. That was incredible. Did you see him attack my Jake decoy? Man, he just pummeled him. And, man, I'm lucky he didn't run off, because I had that happen in Kansas. He stayed there long enough, turned around, and gave me a nice shot, and boy, that Magnus Stinger did its job. He flopped him right there. Well, I know there's some more birds around here, and I don't want to booger my spot up, so I'm just going to kind of take my time, and I'll get out and do my recovery, and we'll get out of here. But man, what a beautiful bird, and I can't wait to get my hands on him and see him. Thank you, Lord. That was a great hunt this morning. That was awesome. Man, what a great hunt. Let's go get my bird. Man, what a great morning. Whew. Get my arrow, make a little deke. Oh, man, that thing's just, that Magnus Stinger, folks, it did its job. Oh, man. Come here, beautiful. What a bird. Oh, he's got some nice hooks on him. That is amazing. Oh, let's put him there, put my arrow there, get him spread out. Oh, that bird, that Magnus Broadhead is amazing. I'll remember this season for a long, long time. It was definitely one of my tougher seasons for getting both of my tags filled, but man, I gotta tell you, look at that arrow. That just ate his lunch. That Stinger, I love that Broadhead. It does a great job. Man, what a beautiful bird. I broke his wing. That shot, it took his whole wing joint out. I hit him just perfect. Boy, he's got a nice beard. Look at that. Nice, really nice, long, nice beard there. That's probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches there. Boy, that's a nice mature bird. He's got really nice curved hooks on him and nice mature tom. Look at that. Full fan, look at that, just beautiful. Well, 2017 spring turkey season in Iowa is in the books, and I couldn't be more happier. Thank you, Lord. I couldn't have done it without you. Man, it just worked out great. Like I said, I came out here last night and I saw them birds below, and I know normally I know they roost down that way, but I saw a couple toms and some hens, and I got out of here and went and got the blind and set it up into the pines. And even though I didn't hear a lot of gobbling this morning, I finally started hearing them, and I saw one way off, and then I hit that call a couple times, and I could tell he was closer, but boy, he just snuck up behind me on that lip. I couldn't see him, and next thing I know, I'm looking out at my decoys, there's a tom, and I had to really get on it, didn't I? But it all worked out. That Elite Option 6, it's been a really good hunting partner this year. I've taken 4 nice birds with it this year, and I couldn't be more happier. So listen, I need to get a tag on him and get out of here, but do me a favor, get out there and start an outdoors tradition of your own this year. I promise you, if you do that, you'll be glad you did. It might take you a little bit, but that's all right. It just makes it sweeter when it happens. Thanks for coming on the hunt with me, and thank you, Lord. I couldn't have done it without you. What a great morning.
You give off electrical energy. This is why animals can sense you, even if you don't move. Hex technology blocks your electrical energy field so you can get closer to game. Learn more at GameHide.com.
Time is running out. It's not a sale, but the clock is ticking on your chance to make memories that'll last a lifetime.
Kids grow up, but your payments won't at Imperial RV Center.
Get a new RV for only $150 a month. Just think, ditch that daily foo-foo coffee, and your family could have this, or even this.
Imperial RV Center in Ankeny.
Imperial RV Center for memories that last a lifetime.
We placed this tick on a pair of Olimitic pants. As you can see, he wants off. Olimitic is tick-repelling clothing with insect shield technology. Help protect yourself from ticks that can cause Lyme disease. Wear Olimitic.
Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan, and it's time for another Sportsman's Warehouse Gear Spotlight. Hey, we're going to talk about GSM Outdoors, which makes Stealth Camera and Cyclops in some of their lines, and I love these products. We've been using them on the show for several years now, and one of my favorite cameras is the G45 No Glow. This thing takes tremendous high definition video and pictures, and one of the things that I love about this camera is so little. You can hide it pretty much anywhere you want to keep other people from seeing it. But the nice thing about it is it takes almost hardly any battery use. This thing will last 5 to 6 months on this one set of batteries. Now, isn't that nice? You can go put your SD card in there and limit the amount of impressions that you're leaving scent-wise and commotion-wise in your hunting area. You can just set it and forget it. They're super easy to set up, easy settings, and like I said, the battery life on these cameras are amazing. Now, the G45 No Glow is one way to go. The PX18 is another. They're different price points, so they have cameras for any budget. And don't forget now, if you're like me, when you go check your SD cards, when you pull your cameras, you're going to want to see what's on there. It's like Christmas time. Well, make sure you get one of the reader and viewers, and that way you can check them right there at the camera site or when you get back to the truck. These work really, really good. Now let's talk illumination real quick. I love the Revo hand lights. When I'm going out trailing or doing back trailing or scouting, if I need to go out anywhere in the dark, I always have this in the truck with me. It's totally rechargeable, and it's like daylight once you hit the trigger. Matter of fact, several of my outfitter buddies are carrying them now. They're that good. And they just came out with this. This is called the TF700. 700 lumens. What a great pack light to make sure when you're going in and out. Always want to have a good quality light, and it only takes 4 little batteries there and you're set to go. So if you want more information about whether it's Stealth Cam or the Cyclops line, just go to sportsmanswarehouse.com or come out to any of the 80 locations and they'll help you right here at Sportsman's Warehouse. Hey, and don't forget, keep it between you and me. If you tell them Outdoors Dan 17 for watching the show, you're going to get additional discounts that nobody else gets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on the Sportsman's Warehouse Gear Spotlight. Boy, you got to love those little 5-yard recoveries, huh? I tell you, it doesn't get any better when you can see them flop right there on camera and you only got like a 5-10 yard recovery. It's always a good time. Hey, we're going to go up north and wet a line. I tell you, Jeff does an amazing job. He always does up there fishing. If you like to see big northerns and walleye and other critters, this is a show for you. So let's go hit the dock and see how Jeff does on that fishing trip.
Hey guys, we're up here in northwestern Ontario, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, Sunset Lodge. Been coming up here for quite a number of years. We're just got here, we're just getting ready to head out, and we're going to go see if we can catch some of those great big northern pike that swim around in this gorgeous lake. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Come on along. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a big old fish in this boat. Pretty decent. That bait wasn't in the water 2 minutes. See what we got. Not a bad one. Definitely a very nice way to start the trip.
JFJ.
Jeff J does it again. That is a good looking fish.
There we go.
Very nice.
That is a beautiful Red Lake Northern. And here in just a minute, I'll show you what we're using to do this, what our setup is today. Kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't quite ready to have it happen that quick. We'll see how long she is, and we'll give you the stats on her here in just a second. Now, beautiful 38-inch Northern to start the trip. Get her back in the water and see if we can't get another good one going here pretty quick. Well, I'll say that, she was ready to go. Beautiful. Okay, guys, kind of I'll show you what we're using today, our setup. What I've got is about I think it's a number 1 treble hook. and then about a 9-inch steel leader, and then I've just got a small split shot on the end, and that's just to kind of keep the sucker from getting a little crazy with your line and your steel leader. And then I've got a balloon here on the end that I tie to my line. And what happens a lot of times with these big northerns is when you set the hook, a lot of times a metal clip on that bobber will cut your line, and this bobber will just either tear off or slide up and down as the fish pulls without causing damage to your line. And then what we're using for bait, we're using these big sucker minnows. This one isn't giant, but he's a good representation of what we've got. And they're, as you can see, pretty lively. And what we're doing is we're just putting one of the single barbs through the back of that sucker minnow. And then he'll just kind of sit on there like that and give him a cast out there. I think Steve-O here's got a fish, and we'll get him catching that fish. What you got there, Steve?
Not sure. Another little
Nice.
northern.
That one might be our dinner right there, but
Could be
we'll
our
cast
supper.
that out right there and get Steve's fish taken care of here. Nice job, buddy.
Thanks.
Are we gonna get a bleeder?
I hope not. Yeah.
Let's hope it's a wally.
He's been playing with it for a long time. Checking the menu. Nice one.
You might be right. He might have been eating on that for a while.
It's like a good one, though.
Yeah, nice fish. We'll try to do this just a little different than I did the last time. I won't turn towards you, but I will.
That is a good fish.
Very good fish.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Maybe high
Number
30s.
2. We might want to measure this one.
Yep.
Looks like about a...
You gonna go 40?
no,
he's
about
awful
37
close.
and a half, 38.
Good fish.
Yeah, fun.
Oh yeah. Whatever it is, he's on there.
It's going to be a good one.
Big walleye.
Big one.
Another really nice walleye. Here we go.
Ooh, that's a good walleye.
Those are nice looking fish right there. Wow. We have a 28.
Wow. Nice fish.
Beautiful 28-inch red lake walleye right there. Get her back in and do that all over again. That's a big walleye. I got to put on another cletus and see if I can do that again. Yeah, it is.
Ooh, nice fish.
That's a good.
Wow.
That's a good walleye.
Look at that. That is awesome. This one's only 27.
Yeah.
We better show these guys.
What a screamer. You literally had your penis out.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice fish.
God. That might be a 30-inch walleye. Got him? That's a big walleye.
That's a good walleye.
Look at that walleye.
This guy. I would turn around, but
That's probably
That is a stud.
dirty
a
rat.
nice fish.
There's my 30 walleye.
That's probably the nicest walleye I've ever caught, I think.
We'll
Right
get
there.
the measurement on him.
My first 29-inch walleye. That's the nicest walleye I've ever gotten.
That is a beauty. Wow.
Nice fish. Lots of fun.
Hold it right there. That is a dandy. Well, you gonna turn her loose?
Turn her loose. You bet.
Big northern. Really nice northern. Really nice northern, as a matter of fact. Ooh, that's a good northern. Ooh. There we go. Nice 39-inch northern. Get her back in.
If it's a walleye, it's real good. It's northern. No, it's a jumbo walleye. Is it? Yeah.
Nice.
That is a
fish,
nice
bud.
walleye.
That's a solid.
I don't know. That's 26
high
and a
20s.
half, 27. Anyway.
Probably. Could be the biggest one for me of the trip. Got it measured. A nice 27-inch walleye. That is just a beautiful fish. Perfect specimen right there. Alright, girl. Go back in there and grow some more. Let my finger go first. Ow.
How long was it, Ryan?
27.
There you go.
Ouch. That one carded me a little.
Nice fish, man.
That was cool. That's a good walleye.
I'll bet it is. Don't surprise me at all.
For me.
Oh, yeah. That's a dandy.
Stud.
Very nice.
Real nice 27-inch walleye. These things are awesome. Jeff's got one on. We're going to get to him. I'll get this one.
Nice. It's a bruiser walleye.
Oh, my.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
That's a real big one.
It is a dandy. Man, these are awesome fish.
I have to just say, these are some stud walleyes we're pulling in. This has got to be, I have no idea, but we've caught a whole lot of 27, 28-inch walleyes. This one I'll bet is at least 27. He is 28.
Good fish.
It's another 28-inch walleye. Ooh, this one's got some heft.
Yeah.
This one might be a northern. If it's a walleye, this is a nice fish.
Oh, geez.
This is a giant. Look at that fish.
Oh, my gosh.
This is a giant right here.
Wow. Nice.
That's a nice fish. Woo!
That is a good fish. Don't come up, Steve. Okay. You're good.
Wow.
Go ahead. That is a beauty.
Nice 20.
7 and a half, 28.
28.
That's a good fish, man. There's
Yes,
nothing
that
wrong with
is.
that.
That's awesome. I don't know how many big walleyes we've caught today.
I have no idea.
But
Lost count.
it's a lot. And
Lost count a while ago.
We're not done yet.
No, we're not. We're not leaving until they stop biting.
That's a jumbo.
That's a good walleye. Two good walleye.
That's a stud walleye there. That is a stud walleye. Yeah. Wow. That's a really big walleye. It is a beautiful 28-inch walleye. Coming to the end of the trip, last day. Got to pack our stuff up and head home. But what a beautiful trip we had. I'm Jeff Jorgensen. Don't forget to get out and start your own outdoor tradition today. What a beautiful, beautiful walleye. Till next year.
Hey everybody, it's Outdoors Dan. Hey, now don't forget to go back to sportsmanswarehouse.com when you're done watching the show and look for the Outdoors Traditions TV contest link. We're giving away $8,000 in prizes, including a $3,500 hunt to Triple H Outfitters in Lincoln, Kansas, a brand new Elite bow, and a whole bunch of other gear from our sponsors here on the show. No entry fee to enter. Just go to sportsmanswarehouse.com, look for the contest link, and you'll be set to go. That's just for watching us here on Outdoors Traditions TV.
We placed this tick on a pair of Olimitic pants. As you can see, he wants off. Olimitic is tick-repelling clothing with insect shield technology, a revolutionary process that fuses repellent to the fabric. It's odorless, proven, and will last the expected life of the garment.
Since I've had this stuff on, I haven't had a tick on me, so I'm pretty impressed.
Help protect yourself from ticks that can cause Lyme disease and many other illnesses. Wear Olimitic.
Magnus Stinger and Stinger Buzz Cut Broadheads. Cut-on contact design for ultimate penetration. Excellent flight with the fastest compound. And crossbows. Available in 85 to 150 grain. Lifetime replacement guarantee. Magnus, you pick the spot, we got you covered.
This is for the person stuck in the office. The 9-to-5er. The person who eats, sleeps, and drinks the outdoors. During business hours, you play the part. And in the mountains, you're home. But on the water, you go with the flow. This is for the angler, the hiker, the hunter, the adventurer, and you. Shop one of over 80 locations.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoors Traditions Kitchen, brought to you by Cookie's Barbecue Sauce. We're up here at Cookie's Barbecue Central with the man, Mr. Speed, and we're doing chicken this week. And you know, chicken is such a good staple for barbecue, picnics, outdoor events, whatever. People love to do is grill and smoke chickens. Now, you and I on the Outdoor Grill radio show that I do on WHO, we've talked about spatchcocking a chicken a lot. So we're actually going to show people what we're talking about today.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's real easy. Just take a good heavy-duty scissors. You can get regular snips for it too. But all you're doing is you're cutting the backbone out of the chicken. What you do is take the chicken, set it up, and trim it out. And you can either go from the neck side or the back side of the chicken. But what you do is cut along both sides of the backbone and pull that out. Flip it over and then take the heel of your hand and push down real hard, and that'll split that breastbone. And if it don't split right away, you can just take the scissors and just make a couple snips so the chicken lays out nice and flat. It's not only looks nice on the grill, but the nice thing about it is your whole chicken cooks real even. You can have a chicken done in hour and 15 minutes. You can have it done, and you don't have to worry about any pieces having raw meat on them. They're just all thoroughly cooked. And all I did on this one here is I rubbed it down with a little bit of butter, and then sprinkle it with, of course, Cookie's Flavor Enhancer and all-purpose seasoning, and just threw it on the grill. Medium temperature, I'm saying in that 3 1/4, 350 range. But that makes it, and I do start out with skin side down first, get a nice browning on that skin, then flip it over and pretty much let it finish cooking that way, because you've got some bones there, and let the heat from the bones go on in and cook the rest of the meat. And it's mighty tasty and tender.
Well, I tell you what, you explained that very well. I'm going to give you that.
All right.
And
how come I get the raw one and then you get the cooked one?
well, it just works out that way, doesn't it?
Your chicken's cooked, Bill.
Is that not a beautiful color on that chicken? And I got to tell you, barbecue chicken has always been one of my favorites. I got to get my Cookies barbecue sauce, sweet and hickory sauce there.
You notice he always feeds himself, and Glenn, you and I never get any.
Well, I'm not going to feed you.
I know it.
I'm already feeding you lines. I'm not going to feed you food as well.
Okay, yeah.
All right, there you go. Cooking time on this real quick?
About hour and 15. What you want is get 165, 170 temperature in there, so it's nice and done. That's all you got to worry about.
We'll have the recipe on outdoorsdan.com. Just go to the recipe section, and that's going to wrap it up for this week's Outdoors Traditions Kitchen.
What does it mean to be elite? It's not all sunshine and fields of daisies. It doesn't just shine through in the calmest winds and the picture frame settings. It's hard work and a stubborn grit that keeps you coming back. That's where greatness lives. We all have what it takes to become elite. We just have to dig deep in order to find it.
Now you can save up to 80% a year on your heating and cooling bills by switching to a ClimateMaster geothermal heat pump for your home. A ClimateMaster geothermal system from Wyckoff Heating and Cooling allows you to tap the renewable energy under your home to control your energy bills for life. Let the Wyckoff professionals show you how you can save 30% off the total installation.
Wyckoff's for peace of mind under your roof.
Go to geothermaldesmoines.com.
Well, I tell you what, I told you those were some big fish. I once caught a fish this big. Well, Jeff caught them that big. I haven't, but Jeff sure did. Hey, we're going to have a fun show for you next week. Jeff's daughter Tawny is going to go after a white-tailed deer with her elite bow. And then he is going on his second step for a Grand Slam down there in Florida at those cagey Osceolas. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, as a thank you, please go to sportsmanswarehouse.com or any of the great 80 locations nationwide, and don't forget to use the code word OutdoorsDan17. If you like any of the gear or most of the gear that we're using on the show, you might be able to get additional savings just for watching us here on Outdoors Traditions TV. That's going to wrap it up for this week. Until then, get out there and start an outdoors tradition of your own. I promise you, if you do that, you're going to be glad you did. See you next week, folks.